It was May 11th, 2011 in Aurora, Illinois. A seemingly normal morning in the Pitson household. 6-year-old Timothy James Pitson, a cheerful little boy with sandy hair and an infectious smile, was dropped off at Greenman Elementary School by his father, Jim Pitson. He had no idea it would be the last time he'd ever see his son. That same morning, just a little after 8 a.m., Timothy's mother, Amy Fry Pitson, showed up at the school. She claimed there had been a family emergency and signed Timothy out early. The school staff didn't question her. After all, she was his mother. But there was no family emergency. Amy had her own secret plan, and it was about to change everything. Security footage would later reveal Amy and Timothy at various locations across Illinois and Wisconsin. They first stopped at a local zoo in Brookfield. Then they checked into a resort in Gurnee, Illinois. The next day, they were seen at the Kalahari Resort in Wisconsin Dells, a massive indoor water park. To outsiders, it looked like a spontaneous mother-son vacation. Timothy was smiling in every clip, splashing in the pool, playing, happy. But behind Amy's calm smile was something much darker. On May 13th, 2 days after leaving Aurora, Amy made a series of phone calls to friends and family. In one call, she told her mother and brother that everything was fine and that Timothy was safe. Timothy could be heard in the background, saying he was okay and hungry for food. That was the last verified contact with him. Surveillance footage showed Amy, but not Timothy, at a grocery store in Rockford, Illinois that same evening. She appeared calm, collected, no sign of stress, no sign of her son. The next morning, May 14th, 2011, Amy was found dead in a motel room in Rockford. She had died by suicide, slashing her wrists and neck and taking a fatal dose of antihistamines. Beside her was a chilling note. It read, "Timothy is safe. He is with people who love him and will take care of him. You will never find him." There was no sign of Timothy. His backpack, his toys, even the clothes he was last seen wearing, all gone. Police found no evidence that Timothy had been in the motel room, and just like that, the little boy vanished. Without a trace, authorities followed every possible lead. Cell phone pings, Amy's credit card history, security cameras, vehicle tracking. Her SUV had mud and tall grass stuck in the undercarriage, suggesting she had driven on a gravel road or through a meadow somewhere, possibly in rural northwestern Illinois. Dogs traced the scent to a highway rest stop. Blood found in Amy's car was confirmed to be Timothy's, but it was old, possibly from a nosebleed. Nothing indicated he had been harmed. Over the years, hundreds of leads poured in. Sightings in Florida, Wisconsin, even Canada, none confirmed. Then came the twist that shocked everyone. In April 2019, a teenager was found wandering the streets of Newport, Kentucky. He claimed he had just escaped kidnappers and identified himself as Timothy Pitson. Hope surged. News outlets ran the story. Could it be? Could Timothy have finally been found? But after a quick DNA test, the boy was identified as Brian Rinney, a 23-year-old man from Ohio with a history of mental illness and fraud. He admitted it was all a lie. The hoax devastated the Pitson family and brought back old pain. Amy's reasons for her actions remain a puzzle. She had a history of mental health issues and had previously made threats of self-harm. She reportedly feared losing custody of Timothy if she and her husband divorced. But instead of facing that future, she made a terrible decision: to vanish with her son and leave behind a trail of heartbreak and unanswered questions. The legacy of a missing boy. More than a decade has passed. Timothy would now be in his late teens. Age progression photos have been circulated by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, showing what he might look like today. His father, Jim Pitson, still holds on to hope. "I know he's out there," Jim once said in an interview. "I just want him to know he's loved, and he's never forgotten." But until a new clue surfaces, Timothy Pitson remains one of the most baffling child disappearance cases in modern American history. He vanished with his mother. She took her own life. And in her final message, she made sure of one thing. Timothy is out there, but no one knows where.